Just give me 60 seconds, and I'm going to explain why we don't live on this ball, marble, pear-shaped, whatever you want to call it. And we actually live on this flat, level, topographical plane with hills and valleys. Like, can we all agree the basic physics of water? Like, the container, water always lays level when it's at rest, has a container, and no matter what's underneath the water, it always finds its level. Like, observable, repeatable, measurable. Then you have these people. Like, bro, where's the level water? Where's the container to contain all this water? Like, come on. But anyways, we are surrounded by an ice wall that's containing all of its water that lays flat. No wonder why they call it sea level instead of sea curve. Makes sense.
Alright.
Do we run?
Around here,
Do we run?
we like to destroy the globe.
Where do I?
Over
right
here.
Oh! I wonder why she's in here. Uh-oh. Get back! Hey, get back!
Come on, do something cool.
Oh, Haley! Get back!
What?
Next one.
The globe's dead.
Wait.
Oh, there it is. The other one's going. Where's the globe? Oh.
Oh, man.
Does it explode or something? Oh, no. Oh! It's just there.
What? Wait.
Oh, what?
There we go. There it started spinning.
That almost killed you. That was sick.
Spinning, wobbling space ball.
I really
No
want
more.
I really want to watch
Hit it.
Yeah.
I guess you're gonna ask me, do I have evidence that the 1972 blue marble's fake? Let's get into it. These are crosshairs that were placed on the Hasselblad cameras that sent to the moon. This allowed them to judge the distance of the shots and the measurements between them. Now, people have been asking this for a long time because all the other pictures have crosshairs, but this one, the most dramatic, the most impressive, doesn't. But this is nothing compared to my next point. Space is negative 454 degrees. 454 degrees negative. And as you can see here, so batteries, nickel cadmium. These. Well, it says here and here, and how they insulated those cameras. And I legit had a guy in the comments section trying to come for me on this subject. And I haven't even got started. This ain't even nothing, bro.
So have you ever looked up, seen the sun and the moon at the same time? There's times where again the full moon and the sun are in the sky at the same time, and been like, why are they the same size? Why is the sun and the moon the same size, right? And then you Google stuff and you're like, well, hold on, why are they the same size? Then you stumble across this nonsense. It's all thanks to a striking coincidence. The sun is about 400 times wider than the moon, but it's also, it's also 400 times farther away. So the two, therefore, they look the same size. What a coincidence. That is a striking coincidence. Or it's just obvious bullshit. Now, back to the photo at hand. This was on the same day, which was 2013, August 19th, within about 17 minutes. Both taken. Guys, you don't need to trust Google. You don't need to trust the government or mainstream science, the known liars, the people manipulating history and truth in real time. You don't have to trust them. You can just trust your senses and then go out and do your own experiments that debunk, just like this guy here. It's very simple, guys. You can either believe some absolute astronomical number nonsense, or Occam's razor. You can just realize that, no, you're plenty smart to understand what's going on here. The sun and moon are both local and roughly the same size.
Can you guys imagine being married to me? My poor husband, he rolls over. He's like, what are you reading? And I feel like a regular wife says something, I don't know, maybe a love series, Nora Roberts, sweeping her away. Me, on the other hand, he rolled over, he asked me, and I said, oh, I'm reading a flat earth theory. And it dawned into an entire conversation. He's like, why are you reading a flat earth theory? And I'm like, because somebody messaged me on Connect about it and they included some links and I'm just reading them. I don't know. I'm just an interested person. No matter what, if there's a bunch of people that believe something, I now want to know what it is that they believe. And of course, he pushed me on this and he was talking about the earth curvature and science. And I said to him, listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, if you think about it, is a pagan faith. Live the other day, and again, I'm not subscribing to the flat earth theory at all. I just decided to read an article on it because why not? This person writes, hey Candace, I heard you mention flat earth on your live today and I had to reach out. Please, I'm imploring you to continue down the flat earth rabbit hole because it's true. NASA has lied to us about the shape of our world, plain and simple. I believe the main reason being to separate us from God because nobody would be able to deny him if people knew that we actually live in a place that necessitates the existence of a creator. Once you look, you will see that all of the evidence points to the earth being flat. The biggest indicators, in my mind, being the fact that we can see objects at a distance that should be hidden behind hundreds of feet by the curve of the earth. The fact that all modern technology assumes the earth is a flat topographical plane to function, airplanes, GPS, and the truly hilarious footage and abject lack of proof that we actually went to the moon. Reach out to YouTubers that have done the research for more information. And he offers some YouTubers. Thanks. Here's what I will say to you. I definitely believe the moon landing was faked. I had no coming back for me after reading Chaos and reading something else called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. It just, I don't know. It's always seemed cartoonish to me. But then when you realize what the government was up to in the 60s and how they were focused on creating a mass psychosis.
That perfectly flat horizon, bro. Horizontal as. Look at the reflection off the water, bro. You think that happens on a ball? Look at that. All the way to the horizon, bro. Try to do that on a ball. They lied to us, bro. Well, it's flat. It's closed. God is good. God is great. He loves us. Perfectly flat horizon, bro. Horizontal as fuck. Look at the reflection off the water, bro. You think that happens on a ball? Look at that. All the way to the horizon, bro. Try to do that on a ball. They lied to us, bro. Well, it's flat. It's closed. God is good. God is great. He loves us.
Do you guys understand what you're saying? You guys are saying we have to have faith and just believe. We can't, because there's no evidence. We're too small to see the evidence. So where's the proof? Bring me the proof. Show me the proof. Everything else that we've ever been shown is through an organization who's named to deceive, who has nefarious backgrounds, who can be proven to use the CGI. So we're just supposed to believe, right?
No. Do this by yourself, and you can see the proof.
No, I can't actually.
So I have a question for you. How is it that if the Earth rotates at a speed of 1,000 miles per hour, that if you were to take off in a helicopter and hover for 30 minutes, that you would come back down and land in the exact same spot that you took off from?
Did this rocket just prove that space is fake? Do we have lift off? Okay, it's going. Now pay very close attention to when this rocket breaks out of the bubble. Here we go, watch this. About to do something really weird. Pay attention. What is that? If anyone can explain what this is, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and stay weird.
You can go to this company's website, buy one of these for like $6-7. It's called 11 Hook M20 Planisphere. That little circle there with the black, you rotate it. You can rotate it around. It has the months, it has the days. You set up the month, you set up the day based on where you're at. And this circle, this black line, will show you what luminaries you can actually see with your own eyes based on where you're located in the sky above you. This is based on being on a level plane with the firmament above your head, with the luminaries rotating around you. That's how this thing was created. And it works like clockwork. Just like the clock that was set over your head. You flip it over. It shows you how to use it with great instructions. I found this. I didn't even have to buy it. I found it in like some deep box in the back of a closet that I've never been into. I think it came from my parents, or maybe my grandparents from years ago. But yeah, there's the website for you if you want to pick one up. Might come in handy. I think I'm going to throw it in my trib tub for the people that are going to find it not too long from now, probably. God bless.
Have you guys heard of the final experiment? I'm sure you have, but let me let you know a little bit about the man who's behind it all, Mr. Will Duffy. Will Duffy is a self-proclaimed millionaire and now pastor. But there's an important notice to customers of Will Duffy, okay? We gotta get into this. It's important. National Investment Loss and Securities Attorney is investigating Emerson Equity and financial advisor William Duffy after his recommendations of GWGL bonds and other alternative investments caused a family to suffer up to $1 million in damages. The law firm urges all current and former customers of Will Duffy and Emerson Equity who suffered investment losses in GWGL bonds or any other investment to contact the firm immediately. Whoa. Clayman Tosks reports the law firm has filed a FINRA arbitration claim against Emerson Equity, Accelerated Wealth Advisors, Duffy Financial, WD Wealth Strategies, and financial advisor William Duffy on behalf of a family of investors who are seeking to recover up to $1 million in investment losses connection with being recommended to invest in unsuitable investments, including the following. Does this man know what he's doing? According to the lawsuit filed by Clayman Tosks, the investors sought an investment strategy that would help plan for their retirement years and did not want to speculate or take aggressive risks. The alternative investments recommended by Duffy were unsuitable as they are speculative, lack liquidity, and incorporate significant risks that was not appropriate for the investors. Many of the alternative investments recommended by Duffy have stopped paying dividends, continue to be illiquid, and or have filed for bankruptcy. And he's in charge of the final experiment. Whoa! Current and former customers of William Duffy who suffered losses in GWGL bonds and or any other investments are encouraged to contact Stephen D. Tosks Okay, by email, phone number, call them. Just make sure you get your money back from this thief. A thief, and he wants to drag flat earthers to Antarctica. My a-hole. So go check out the final experiment, guys. You won't get your money stolen or anything like that. Don't worry. Will Duffy's got your back, baby. Stay flat, my buds.
There's no ISS outer space. It isn't even a real place. During astronaut spacewalks, there are bubbles that have seen, and they are all well trained in underwater pools, and then doctoring it after all these CGI images. There are astronauts that are drowned multiple times. If it is so true that they can be out there, out space, what are they drowning in though? Even they are trained on spacewalks with the ISS replica. That's on a big pool in Houston. Yes, they filmed it all there. And all they keep pushing the same narrative that they all did it there on space. Let's say it's a space lab with 215 miles up and 17,500 miles per hour. Just note this, when they step out doing these spacewalks, they're all like this. Floating on a 17,000 miles per hour. They even grab objects that are not really even there. Are we talking about astral projection now? Out space? Grabbing something that it's not even there? And also, they all have invisible harness. They've even all claiming that they put civilians in space. So let's say 40, 50 years already. And up until now, they still can't do it for some reason. They couldn't even break through a firmament. And now you want me to believe that they find a horse-shaped image in Mars. Come on now. Think for yourself.
Come here, I'd like to show you something. In Genesis chapter 11, and they said, "Go, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven." What is that word heaven? That is H8064, which means the heaven or skies, visible heaven, which is the same heaven that is mentioned in the Genesis 1:1, H8064. And in Genesis 1:8, God called the firmament, the hard dome structure that is covering our earth, heaven, H8064. So the people literally built a tower almost to the firmament, and God said, "Go, let us go down there and confound their language." God literally got mad at them because they almost reached heaven by building the Tower of Babel. And you think he's allowing satellites, rockets, or anything else to go past the firmament? Just type in satellites and all you get is CGI images. Not one single real photo of satellites exists ever in space, ever in the history of ever. Hope you have a great night. Try to sleep knowing that fact.
You want to know what sunspots are? Well, in the process of me telling you, it's going to destroy heliocentrism using the sun. Are you ready? You see those sunspots turning, spiraling? What you're looking at is not sunspots attached to the sun. You are looking at stars through the sun. How is it possible to see constellations through the sun when the stars are meant to be an infinite distance away and the sun's meant to be 93 million miles away? I'm sorry, Helios, but heliocentrism is over.
It came in the mail and y'all are opening it with me. Ooh. Smell it. Woo! Here we go.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Heliocentrism. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.